Hey guys, Kapper here, and welcome back and welcome to the final edition of the road building project. Yes, this is the last one, and if you haven't seen these in order and you would like to, I will put the links in the description down below because it's interesting to watch it from start to finish. So this is the second half of the day here yesterday, I believe it was the 9th of January, of actually completing this road project. So let's get going on the second part. Okay, part two. I've been asked many times why I didn't use a dump truck for this project by a lot of my friends. The simple answer is it was too soft until now. The road was just too soft, and with those highway tires on the dump truck, they really make some bad ruts. However, now that I laid the first layer with the tractor, now we're going to bring in the dump truck and really make some progress. Okay, so I decided I'm going to go ahead, I'm midstream, and I'm going to go ahead and grade out the hump there from the, the pumping and of the wheel tracks. The dirt will clean up once we get a few rains. I just think this can be better for the longevity of the road. Fill in some of the tracks now, and then we're going to get another clean layer of gravel on here. Okay, so there's what it looks like. I cut the hump off, and now I'm back dragging each of the two lanes with the blade behind me and leveling out the gravel again. So that's going to put all of the gravel basically in these two wheel tracks for a better base. And then I'll add some more here once the second dump truck gets here, and we'll have a pretty nice layer. All right, just waiting for the load of gravel to get here. I probably could grade this once more, but with this top knocked off, I think that's going to be perfect. Then there's more of a base layer in the wheel tracks, since it is still just a little bit soft. And here's the riprap ditch all the way down to the pipe, which is right down in there. Okay, I took one more grading at it, so now it's pretty well level. So the tractor will start pumping it a little bit here, finishing the rest of this gravel, but it should be much better than it would have been had I left it. Right, the storm's already starting to brew up some wind, but now what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up the dump truck, make it a lot faster, and I'm going to try and drop spread it onto that road now. I think I got the base built up enough that it'll hold the dump truck. Alright, so now I'm going to load up the dump truck, try and make this go a little faster. I think I've got enough base layer in the two wheel tracks. I mean, it might sink in a little bit, but honestly, I think I'm only going to need one dump truck load, two max. I've been just digging off of this. While I was waiting for him to deliver it, and I don't need much more down there. Okay, before we start with the dump truck fun, let's get one thing out of the way here real quick. To all the dump truck junkies, yes, you're going to see a lot of the gravel went over the top of the tailgate. I had no idea until I started reviewing the film. So my point is that it still worked, and in the future I'll open the gate a little bit more. I only had the gate opened probably 3 inches, 4 inches maybe, so next time I'll open that gate a little bit wider. So I had no idea it was spilling over the gate. Actually no way of knowing without a spotter, but it still worked just fine. So let's roll it. Wish I could have done that from the start, but better late than never. So let's finish this up. Alright, so now I'm grading the gravel from the dump truck just to smoothen out the path now for my next probably 2 more loads, and then that's going to be it. But this is working out really nice with the dump truck. That way I ain't rocking back and forth if I have the dump bed up as well. And then on the way back like this, I got it on float mode where it's just doing a gentle drag. Quick thing, so here's another useful thing for the self-leveling loader. When you're doing dirt work or this with a regular one, you're constantly adjusting your angle of the bucket. But once you get your bucket full, now that when you're going all the way up and down, it's keeping it level, so you don't have to make any sub adjustments to keep the fill inside of the bucket without spilling it, because normally when you're coming up like that, you're going to be spilling it backwards because the bucket just keeps going like this. So there's 2 uses today already for the self-leveling loader. Yeah, she's definitely probably a smidge overloaded, but since I ain't going on the highway or anything, I don't have to really worry too much about it. Just take it easy. near fell off the road on that one. I hit a soft spot. See, this whole edge is still soft, and I almost backed and fell off. But the good news is I got a whole bunch of gravel there, so that'll work out perfect. Okay, so here's where I'm calling it a day. I'm just wiped out. But it's done enough to be done. We're gonna let this torrential rains come and settle it in a few spots. But we got a really nice layer of gravel on it. It's kind of challenging to grade such a thin layer of gravel, because then you end up with little bare spots here, and then you drag it over there and you get a bare spot here. So what I really need is that heavy drag with a bunch of weight on it. Probably the best thing, but it's done. It's done before the storm. We got the riprap in the ditch. We got, I wanted some rock over the edges here, which there is a little bit on this left side to help reduce that runoff from last time. So, and I cut this ditch a little deeper. So it's gonna be a good test for this torrential rain coming this weekend. But like, you know, here, bare spot, and then you go over them and you skim a little bare spot somewhere else. But looking good. So this project, I think we got about almost $1,000 just in materials. So I guess not too bad, considering, you know, we did all the work. The load and a half of gravel, that's probably, well, say 2 loads, that's 500 and some bucks. Each pipe is 2 something, and then the riprap. So somewhere around 1,000 just in material, and then all the dirt work. So you can imagine what it would cost you to hire it out. So stay tuned. Appreciate it. We're having some fun. Kapper out.